Hey everyone, Deci's here with another video, and in today's video I am back in Norath on Project Quarm. I've definitely had more motivation and just desire to play lately, so I've definitely been experiencing more that Project Quarm has to offer post-shutdown, which it's been a lot of fun. As you can see, I have some sick new Velius gear, and these past couple days have been just like the most progress I've gotten on this character in probably like 6 months or so. So I've definitely been happy with that, with the results there. I'm just enjoying the experience as well. I am 2 levels away from level 60. So I still have a little bit of ways to go because the levels take so long, but I am making my way to max level, and that's been really fun. And I've been getting some new spells as well. I bought some new spells today. I got Cannibalize 4, Bane of Knife. I have an updated Spirit of the Wolf. A lot of these new spells came out in Luclin. Yes, Team Luclin, not Luclin. So I've had a little bit more tools in my toolkit, but I'm not even level 60 yet, so I don't even have like Torpor or a lot of the I think the other big one is the Focus of Spirits. That's a really good buff that I get at level 60. So I'm looking forward to getting that. But besides that, I kind of wanted to just share a little bit of an update of where I've been at in Everquest and just real life. I recently moved to a new city, so I've been kind of taking a step back a little bit from gaming, but I feel pretty settled in and ready to dive back into Norath a bit more extensively. And with that, I got a new job as well. So my new job affords me a more structured schedule, so I am able to like make raids for my guild now, which is really nice. And I'm definitely looking forward to playing EverQuest more with the Hardened Casuals and Haven Guild. They're all really nice people, and it's really cool to be a part of those experiences. And right now, I am on my way to Skyshrine. I figured I'd make a little video, a little bit of a journey on my trek to Skyshrine, where I'm going to be turning in the Teachings of Gakreen and the Head of Staff Sergeant Driak. Both of those items drop in Drackle from some higher ups in the corporate hierarchy of the Drackle Giant. So I got that dude's head, some teachings. Whoa, those guys came out of nowhere. I'm gonna hopefully no more fall from the sky and land on me. That would not be good. And then aside from that, I got the Chipped Fang today. And the Chipped Fang drops from a mob called Vile Fang in the Dragon Necropolis zone. And we were gonna kill Zlandikar. Unfortunately, I think we just didn't have enough healers. So we wiped a couple times, but we were able to kill that mob and I won the Chipped Fang. And that is the third and final piece I needed to turn in for a helmet. And the helmet has some amazing stats. Right now I'm still rocking the Totemic Helm. I got that maybe almost a year ago, which is absolutely insane that time flies like that. But it has 12 AC, 5 Wisdom. You know, it really is a decent helmet for what it is. And it has a plate graphic, which I will miss with the new helmet because it looks like it's cloth. And I don't even know if it has a graphic. So that is definitely going to be an F in the chat for Fashion Quest. Something personally for me, I've always enjoyed my character's aesthetic in EverQuest and looking cool, having cool armor. I'm sure most people do, but it's something I definitely value. So losing a plate helmet graphic will be a little bit of a dent to my ego, my EverQuest ego, but that's kind of what it takes for better stats, for more efficient gameplay. Kind of the sacrifice you have to take there. And I think a good, substitution, I suppose, the new chest piece and the new legs I just got have that cool Velius graphic. And that's something I really, really like about the classic models compared to the Luclin models. Like the classic models have updated armor for Velius, and the Luclin models just simply do not have that. And if the developers put as much attention to detail and care on the customization of the Luclin armor, besides the Hero Forge system that you have to pay $20 for that came out 10-15 years ago, which I think is silly that they made you have to pay $20 to just customize your character with armor that they could easily implement just in the base game to look cool, through a merit-based system of actually earning gear that looks cool, besides paying for a real money feature and then buying ornamentations that don't have any significance. You don't even earn them from playing the game. It's just from buying it on the marketplace. Or I could rant about that stuff. Maybe I will in the future, because that's like a live EverQuest thing. But anyways, I'm getting my thoughts sidetracked here. So for the classic models, they all have individualized custom Velius armor graphics. And I just think that is so cool, and it really adds to the immersion and the sense of aesthetic progression for getting new armor. And I think the Planes of Power gear has Velius graphics as well. And I think I know that because when I played on Project Lazarus, I was crafting some of the Planes of Power gear, and I noticed that it had some of those custom Velius graphics. So I hope that carries over to this client as well. But I just find that so satisfying. And when I switch to Luclin graphics, I might show some footage because I was playing a little bit earlier today with the Luclin graphics on. It just does not have that same weight because all of the textures are exactly the same, except, just the colors and those kind of differences between the cloth, plate, leather, chain. But they all have the same graphics. There's no Velius or any other customized armor for the Luclin. I'm really kind of getting redundant and repeating myself there, but that's just something I really enjoy about the classic models. And so these are the new pieces of armor I got. I got the Wolf Caller's Greave. I got the mold for these pants from the Halls of Testing, I think it's called, the Temple of Vishan. And I think I got these in May or June. So I've had these sitting in my inventory for 4 months, and that includes the shutdown time. So I recently, I think it was yesterday actually, I joined a Caldraco raid. I snuck myself in and got some faction. And I maxed out my faction with the Claws of Vishan, which give me the ability to turn in armor in Skyshrine and actually receive the armor. And I also bought the gems. I think they're the chipped onyx sapphires, I think. I bought those in the tunnel before the shutdown as well. So I've had these things prepped for a long time now. So being able to turn them in and actually receive the legs, which is best in slot for me, was very cathartic. I think this is the dragon I am intended to talk to. I'm not sure if this mob has a specific faction or anything. So I'm supposed to turn these in. The thing is, I killed Clandakar today, which drops my faction. I was ally. I'm not sure if this guy's supposed to be ally or not. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm invisible. Derp. Okay, he looks at me warmly. That's probably not good. Killing Clandakar might have dropped my faction too much. I'm gonna run to Skyshrine and go to the General Clork guy. I think that's his name. And make sure that... See if it says warmly or if it says ally, because it should say ally, but I did kill that dragon, and it might have messed up my faction there, so that could be a little bit of a road bump. But I'm gonna cut the footage and just double check on that, because when I did do that raid yesterday, it said that my faction was maxed out. It could not possibly get any better. which means that it should be about 2,000. So in killing Clanakar subtracts it by 200, so I should still have around 1,800 faction. Warmly is 700 to 1,000, so I don't think it would drop by over 1,000, but we will see there. I will update you guys when I get back. All right, we are back. After doing a lot of scouring on the internet regarding this NPC and the quest in general, going through some of the P99 forums and looking at the Project Quarm database to see specific faction, I'm fairly confident, since he responds when I hail him, he has a little message here, that I am high warmly. It looks like I have to be warmly plus 250, which I assume I'm at. Assumptions aren't always the best to make decisions upon, but I'm going to trust the random P99 forums. I'm going to put my faith into that. And if these items end up poofing, then I think that is a cosmic message that I should not trust the internet as much as I potentially have been. So I am going to turn these items in, and hopefully I am going to receive an item to turn into the guy in Skyshrine. Perfect. I did. Okay. Whew. That is definitely a relief. And it looks like the dragon just vanished. I think looking online, he had like a 24-hour respawn timer or something like that. So I apologize if someone else wanted to do that quest. I'm sorry about that. Figuring that it is Project Quarm, though, the respawn timer might be a little bit lower. So that would be nice. And it looks like the dragon, Rolandal, he said, "So you finally made it. Head back to Ralgan to get your reward." That is my dragon voice. Not very dragon-y, but say the dragon wanted to shapeshift into like an old man as his humanoid version. That would probably be the voice there. And it looks like it increased my Clausewitian faction. I think I read online it's plus 75. So I might even jump back up to ally. We shall see. But I was doing research for the Skyshrine NPC as well, and I do not need to be ally for this quest. For the armor quest, like the Wolfcaller Greaves, I did have to be ally for that. But for this quest, it's a little different, so that is nice. We're almost to Skyshrine. I am probably going to go like in a fast forward on my edit when I'm going through Skyshrine, just so you don't have to struggle with me as I try to navigate the maze that is Skyshrine. But I'm gonna try to go by memory and see how far I can make it, because I did this run like 2 times yesterday. I watched like a YouTube video guide for both of the runs, but the first time I made it to the end, and there's like 2 of these like orb claw things that you can click, and one of them sends you right back to the entrance of the zone, like right where I'm going to zone in here, just like instantly teleports you right back there. And I don't know why I clicked it. I didn't look at the map to see what it meant. Okay, still warmly, that's all right. But it sent me right back to the entrance before I even realized what I did. All right, let's see if I can do this by memory. I think I'm already going the wrong way. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going the right way. Yeah, go through here, and then there's like a big room here. All right, we are gonna go through here. I remember that. And I remember we turn right here. Go straight, go straight. We go down here. I'm really testing my... Oh, crap. What do I... Turn right? Where am I on the map? Is this even the right spot? Okay, I'm right here. Okay, we... go... I know there's like a courtyard area. I think it's this way. Yes, this is it. Then I go upstairs here. Remember that. Alright, I assume I go up these big stairs. Yes, I do. These Cubes always scare the shit out of me. Because you never encounter cubes that are, like, friendly to you. So it's very just bizarre to see that kind of mob completely docile. Okay, I think I go straight up here. And I will find out if that's not the right way. Because I will be in a completely wrong spot. Go up here. So we're trying to get to like a portal thing. I mean, this looks familiar. I mean, all these hallways kind of look the same, so not completely familiar. Is this it? So we're trying to get to like a balcony with a little platform to teleport. Okay, it's not down there. Does this look familiar? I don't even know. Yes, this is it. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm doing this by memory. I mean, I have a map, so it's like not super hardcore, like doing this versus like on Project like 1999 with no map at all. A little bit of a different story here. All right, I'm trying to figure out where the hell am I? Where am I on the map? Do I go up? I don't know if I click there. I don't think I do. I think I just go up these stairs. Sometimes you just gotta trust your gut. Okay, because that's where I clicked. Teleports you down there. I assume that platform teleports you back up. Alright. Yeah, maybe I won't do a fast forward. Maybe this is good like background video to just watch someone struggling to get through Skyshrine. Oh yes, I remember this. Yep, we go through here. Man, I got this. Easy mode. Yeah, go through here. Yep, through here, and then I take a right. I remember that. Oh, yep, and this is the maze. And the maze is actually really easy because it's all on the map. It tells you what directions to go. So the maze, I think, in my opinion, is the easiest part of this zone. It's all the little hallways and random corridors. That's the tough part. But yeah, there's this little platform here. You run on that. Then go down here. All right. Yep, okay. Go up here. Perfect. And then we go straight here. Okay, and then I think we go just straight down. And then there's the orb. Orb here, click. Big hallway. And let me look up the guy we're trying to find. We're trying to find, I think his name is Ralgaz? Ralgan. Alright, we're looking for Ralgan. He's probably on the map somewhere. But we're gonna just keep an eye out for Ralgan. See if he's in here. Nope, no Ralgan there. I think he's like a... Oh, I know exactly where he is. Well, not exactly, but I know the room he's in. It's this room here. Oh, yep, there he is. There's his name. And this room is so cool because there's like cool little like water streams that cut through it. And so I think it's kind of just a straight shot going through these winding corridors. But I do need to keep in mind there's a trap. One of these, I think it's one of the next hallways I turn onto. There's a trap floor. So there's like that big pillar thing like the one I just passed. Except on the right side of it, you could fall right through the ground. It's like just a false ground. So definitely got to be careful there. And I just got to give props to the person that developed this texture pack and did all the artwork. You are just extremely talented. The fact that you made all these zones, every zone had these updated textures, it really enhances the experience. Personally for me, I don't use the character models for the texture pack because I like the high def of the original textures. I think it looks really nice. But having that, and then this as the environment, for me at least, aesthetically, is a chef's kiss. Okay, I'm gonna recast Spirit of the Wolf. And I remember whoever made this this texture pack, I remember that they commented on my video one time, and that is just so cool. All right, I'm gonna recast this. And my cast bar, it started right here. And that's because in Luclin, there's focus effects on items now. Even classic items have focus effects, but they just weren't active until Luclin actually released. So for example, for my Golden Afridi boot, I have spell haste 30%, and the max spell is 44. So any spell up to level 44, it takes 30% off of the spell timer, which is super nice. And this is specifically for beneficial buff. So if you're a cleric or a shaman, like buffing, that is a really nice item. Another one I got in Karner's Castle, the Supple Skill Armband. I didn't realize this at the time, but increases spell range by 15% for every spell up to level 60. Like, that is an extremely relevant wrist item. All right, is this the false? No, it's not. So just little things like that, it just enhances the abilities you got. All right, I don't think I go through that door. I'm gonna keep going down here. And I will, okay, yeah, this is where this is around where the false door is, false floor. So if you walk through there, you're gonna fall. I don't know how far, but you will fall. Pool room, you go down to a pool room, I guess. So at least you're falling in water. That's good. I think we're almost there. So thanks for hanging in there, guys. All right, we're gonna go up these stairs here. And I hope everyone's just been enjoying their time. If you're gaming, if you're not, hope everything's going well in your lives. Wishing you all happiness. All right, I'm gonna go through this library section. We are getting very, very close. And I saw that the Monsters and Memories playtest is going again. I think it's going for another 4 days or so. Ooh. That's cool. I might hop on. Nice having weekends off. Weekends off again. Love having a structured schedule. Alright, we are almost there. Been saying that for a while, but just saying it for myself, really. Keep getting through this. And I'm just really excited to get a new helmet. The stats are so nice. Similarly with this helmet, it has 12 AC and 5 wisdom. But it has like 75 mana, like 55 hit points, I think some resist. And it has a focus effect for affliction spells. The affliction spells, I think they either do more damage or it's a haste for that. But it's perfect for casting dots. All right, we made it. So the mob should be in here somewhere. Hypothetically. Lignarch. On the map it says right here. So I'm kind of confused he's not showing up. Unless it's different on Project Quarm. I don't think so though. It's like the quest is called Rogan. I'm gonna look up the mob really quick just to see if there's any funny business for this specific NPC. Because it might, on Project 1999 and Quarm, I think they share a similar client with each other than the live Everquest version. And the live Everquest version differs dramatically on Skyshrine for some weird reason. All right, maybe if I'm just gonna, I don't know if I want to click that one. Do I click this big one? I don't think that's actually an orb that you click, but I'm just curious. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, this mob isn't in here, so I assume that it's further down the line. I'm gonna hail one of them. And they're not responding to the hails. So I think I'm gonna keep going. I have nothing to speak about to the likes of you. It's not a good sign, being warmly. Okay. Alright, we're gonna keep going. But yeah, I'm proud of myself for making it this far without looking up a guide. Alright, let's see where this takes us. Supreme Locksmith Sword. Alright, it might be around here. Oh, I think it might be in this room. It looks like it's in this room on the P99 map. And I think we are nearing that area. So, and the armor mobs are in here. This is the armor mob room, where you do have to be ally, as I mentioned previously. Alright, so we're gonna go through this area. I think we're getting close to like the Yelling Neck raid mob. Oh, it's slippery. I like that. This is the item, the Gladiator's imbued talisman. So I'm confident the fact that that dragon gave me that. I'm confident that this NPC will as well. Oh, is it water? Oh, it's ice. Because this one says one way to north. Okay. It's just slippery. Slippery slope. Oh, I gotta show you guys the Dark Elf illusion with this armor. It looks awesome. I'm going to switch to Dark Elf real quick to show everyone. Alright. Yeah, the chest piece has like a flame. Man, got interrupted. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that awesome? Like the pants look pretty cool too, because it has the fire effect as well. I didn't even notice that. That is just so cool. Alright, it should theoretically... Oh, I think I have to go down some stairs. Like, he should be like right here. Yeah, it's always fun, like this zone and like these quests. It's like an adventure in and of itself. Just exploring. Trying to make your way through these zones. Oh, this is the mob. Relgan. Alright, so let's see if he talks to me.
Hello, wise runner. What brings you to these sacred quarters on this day? If it is treasure that you seek, please ask someone else, for I do not have time to think of such a petty thing. My worries are much greater at this time, I am afraid. I say, treasure? What? Treasure? Or did I say treasure?
Did I say anything? Some of these circumstances, I just gotta look up the dialogue because I don't want to screw anything up. No matter how immersion breaking that is. Some of these things I just do not want to... Like, I'm pretty confident if I just give him the item. You say hail. Okay, you say worries. Well, I suppose I can tell you of my promise, if you are willing to listen, as I do not feel you have intentions of using anything I tell you against my dragonkin. Not many can walk these quarters unless they are very trusted among us. I am very trusted. I say promise. I made a promise a very long time ago to my wingmate, Aliana. A promise that I feel I may have broken. And I say broken? How so? Ooh, I promised my dear Faliana that I would always keep her talisman close to me. If something has happened to my son, I must retain his talisman, so that I may keep Faliana's talisman secure, as I promised her I always would. Before she perished, she split her talisman into 2 pieces, one of which I always will carry, and the other half which my son Glanitar carried.
My son has not returned to me for some time, and I am deeply concerned, for this is not normal behavior for him. I fear something must have happened to him, for he has never been so involved in his training to not inform me of his whereabouts, or to not come visit. I say, training. It seems like it was only yesterday that my only son Glanitar was practicing his skills as a young worm. Before long, he quickly mastered many fighting skills, and the development of his magical skills rapidly progressed. He was coming along so well in his training that he was quickly drafted for the patrol. Even when he was away for his training, he would often return to me and tell me of his progress. I was very proud of him for his involvement with the patrol. Although I am very proud of his accomplishments, I have not seen him for longer than I have ever been away from him, and I fear for the worst. I say patrol. There's a lot of lore here, I like it. Oh my gosh, this is so cool, there's so much lore. He says, "Ah, yes, the patrol. Well, in the Great Divide, there's a collection of caves that the dragonkind holds as a sacred territory. For this reason, we always have a number of our strongest up-and-coming younger ones trained there with the Great Cardicore. They patrol the caved labyrinth to make sure it is free from unwanted intruders, who are quickly dealt with upon discovery." And it looks like this might be the last part of dialogue. Cardicore. Cardicore is a strong and powerful warrior. He has fought in many battles against the vile giants, and is well respected among our people as a champion. For this reason, when one is needed to train our young fighters seeking guidance in developing both their magical and fighting techniques, it was clear to us who we should select for this honor. Cardicore. Alright. So now, I turn in Glanitar's imbued talisman. And so this is his son's talisman. He just disappears. That is crazy. He says, "It is with great sorrow that I receive this talisman, which clearly symbolizes the death of my son. For he would first suffer 100 deaths than rather than..." That's a strange phrasing. "Then rather than to," not correct grammar as well, "willingly give up his only bind to his mother. However, your assistance and dedication to me is unquestioned. For your efforts, I would like you to carry something very special to me. Please take this circlet and treasure it always, as it belonged to my Faliana." Wow. "I feel as much as you assisted me in obtaining the whereabouts of my son. I know that she would want you to have it as much as I do. Sadly, now I must mourn my lost son, however I shall never forget your kindness, wise Jonah. Thank you." Okay. Wow, lore drop. Circlet of the Falican, and it's Faliana as well. So yeah, look at these stats. 75 mana, 50 hit points, some good resist, and Affliction Haste, 33% spell haste for spells up to level 60. 4 detrimental spells. That is super nice for Dot. Super, super nice. Let's see if it has a graphic. Oh, it doesn't. How unfortunate. But it's a really nice piece of armor, so that's okay. Woo, thanks all. Awesome, that is a really good piece of armor. So just in the span of like 2 days, I got this breastplate today, the Rune Crafter's breastplate. I got these Wolf Collar's legs, or greaves. I got this ring in the Fungal Grove last night in a group. Really nice. Spell haste 30% up to 44 for summon pets, and just really good stat. And resist. And the Circlet of the Falican. So I have really, really good upgrades that have dramatically increased my mana and hit points. So now just hitting level 60 is my main goal, because I am pretty decked out now. And also getting platinum because I'm broke. But anyways, I'm going to end the video there. I'm glad you were able to join me on this journey if you're still here. Thank you very much for watching. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So if you feel inclined and you like Everquest content, feel free to hit that subscribe button.
as well as liking the video always helps as well. I appreciate any support. Just thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Peace.